What's good, internet? Welcome back to the Kyba Corp. And in today's news, a 007 First Light livestream has been announced. Level 5 developer direct has been announced for later on this week, and State of Decay 3 devs break silence. So without further ado, let's get right into the news. Topic 1. Beyond the Light 007 Episode Story 3. Save the date. Curious on how we're crafting this reimagined origin story in 007 First Light? Mark your calendars and tune in for a live reveal of Beyond the Light Episode 3 tomorrow to find out. On April 7th at 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Twitch. 007 First Light is due out for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC on May 27th. Episode 3 of Beyond the Light for 007 First Light is going to be taking place tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my time. If my internet works, I might be streaming this on my Twitch channel. The reason why I haven't been doing a lot of videos and streaming as of late is because my internet provider has been cooking me lately. I haven't been able to stream or make videos or anything in the past couple of days, but if the internet seems to be working tomorrow, then we'll be on my Twitch channel checking out this episode 3 story Beyond the Light for 007 First Light. This game is looking really dope. I can't wait to see what the game is like. It looks like it's a mix of Uncharted and the Hitman games. This game was on my radar. It was on my radar when they first showed it off a few years ago when they announced it at the IO Interactive presentation, which that is going to be happening this week also. I'm surprised that it's not going to be a part of that. But we're going to be getting the episode 3 story trailer or story segment of 007 First Light to see what the story entails first. The game comes out in about a month or so, the end of next month. Can't wait to play 007, this reimagining of who James Bond is and the origin story of James Bond and 007. Looks dope, looks really great. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us tomorrow. Like I said, the presentation starts on Twitch TV at 007 Game IO. It'll be at 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on April 7th, which is tomorrow, Tuesday. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll have a link now for you guys to check out my Twitch channel. I'll probably be streaming this if my internet works properly. We'll be reacting to the presentation and seeing what the game has in store for us. But let me know what you guys think about 007 First Light story Beyond the Light episode 3 happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you guys are excited for this game to come out also. Topic 2. Ni no Kuni Dev Level 5 confirms the new Vision showcase step for later on this week. Level 5, the Ni no Kuni team that has made a bit of a revival over the past few years, has announced it will share what titles it has planned for next in its Level 5 Vision 2026 showcase at the end of this week. The live stream show will take place this Friday, the 10th of April 2026, and the studio president and CEO Akihiro Hino is not giving anything away. On social media, he said, "This time everything about the content is being kept completely under wraps as a secret, so it'll be fun surprises on that day. I think it'll be more sizzling hot stuff for fans of Level 5 titles, so be sure to tune in." Level 5 is going to be hosting a Vision 2026 showcase on Friday of this week, which they're going to detail a bunch of their new titles that are in store for us. They recently just released the Inazuma 11 game that was in development for about 10 years. I remember that they were trying to release Inazuma 11, the soccer game, on the Nintendo Switch 1, but I don't think it ever came to fruition. They also have games like Decay, which is their new game that was supposed to be coming out last year, but I think they pushed it to this year, so we might see some more on that game. They also did Ni no Kuni 1, Ni no Kuni 2. We might get a new Ni no Kuni game at this presentation. He said that he's not going to release any information on the titles early because he knows that when they did release information on the titles ahead of time, the titles had to be continuously pushed back, and we didn't get some of these games for years, which is why we're just now getting the Inazuma game. I believe it came out sometime last year, but it came out and it got really good reception from the people who did play it. I haven't played it yet. I will check it out eventually. I am an Inazuma anime fan. The anime is amazing. I would love to see what the game finally has in store for us. Can't wait to see what Decay has. Maybe they'll do a Ni no Kuni 3. The last Ni no Kuni game wasn't really that much of a good game. It was a MMO game that kind of fell flat. So maybe they'll do another single player open world Ni no Kuni game. and give us more on that. They also did the Yokai Watch games, if I'm not mistaken, which also came out on the Nintendo Switch One, but had a rough patch with the development cycle of those games. I'm not too sure if they were just hard to produce on the Nintendo Switch One, or if they just had too much on their plate at the time when they were developing those games. But they did have a lot of stuff on the Nintendo DS's. They're going to start putting more stuff on the PlayStations and the Xboxes now, because Decay Police was shown off at a PlayStation event, if I'm not mistaken, and they haven't shown that game but twice to us. I think they showed it to us twice last year. So hopefully we get some more information on Decay Police to see what that game looks like and what it's about. It looks kind of like Persona 5 to me, but in the style of level 5 games. We don't know what time the presentation is going to be on Friday, but we'll get a presentation on Friday. Maybe they'll announce the time for the showcase so we can get ready for it. I will also try and stream this on my Twitch channel. Also, like I said, my internet's been kind of going in and out as of late, so if it's working, we'll probably be doing a reaction to the level 5 developer showcase to see what they've been cooking up. I know they kind of like, you know, shot themselves in the foot in the past with announcing stuff too early and having like a really rough development cycle, but maybe they've learned their lesson and they're just gonna like take things slow. Maybe develop one game at a time, release one game at a time, so they can work on one thing. But I'm excited for this. Let me know if you guys are excited for level 5 revamping themselves and coming out of the woodworks with more games and more announcements. We're gonna get presentation this Friday on the 10th of April. We don't know the time yet, so be on the lookout for the time. Hopefully they announce the time and I can put that in another video and we can get the concrete time to where we can react to this presentation. But let me know what you guys think about level 5 coming out and announcing a Vision 2026 showcase, if you guys are excited for that for this week. Final topic. State of Decay 3 was revealed before development even started. State of Decay 3 was not even in development when the first trailer came out, according to Undead Labs' head. It's been 8 years since the last game in the zombie survival game was released, and 6 since the third was announced, and now fans have insight into why the wait was so long. It turns out State of Decay 3 has not been actively in development for as long as it seems. After a longer wait since its initial reveal, State of Decay 3 will finally be playable soon, with the closed alpha coming May 2026. It's unclear exactly when the game will be out in full, though it likely won't be in 2026, as some had thought it might be before. While fans may be hungry for a release date, it is encouraging to see things move along after such an extended period of relative silence. And as more information keeps trickling out, it's easier to see why things have been so slow. As a State of Decay fan, this news is kind of disheartening and also uplifting at the same time, because I was one of the few fans who was really excited when I saw State of Decay 3 announced at the Xbox presentation back in 2020. I believe that's when it was first announced that we were going to be getting State of Decay 3, because I love State of Decay 2. And I was excited for another zombie game that wasn't anything like The Last of Us or like The Walking Dead. This was like its own genre of zombie game. It was open world. You could drive cars. You can co-op with your friends. It was just such a cool game, a cool concept to me. And I was one of the ones waiting for information on this game for the longest time. And the last time we actually saw State of Decay 3 was about maybe a year and a half ago at Xbox's last presentation that they had last year, but they still didn't show anything for it. And we now know why we didn't get any gameplay or any other trailers besides the one you're seeing on the screen right now. It's because the game was announced and shown off before they were even actively developing the game. I don't know why they did that. We can probably blame COVID for the reasons, because they did announce this game back in 2020. And that was during the height of the pandemic, where developers couldn't even go into the office to develop the games. They had to develop their stuff at their homes, or they couldn't do anything because of the pandemic, which is so bad. People had to wear face masks. There was a 6 feet distance policy. there was so much that happened during the pandemic that was just crazy when it came to being a game developer. So maybe the development wasn't really that much happening because of COVID. That's what I'm assuming. I don't really know. We'll get more information probably later on this year because they said there's going to be an alpha test that's going to be playable for us next month in May, which I'm excited about. Hopefully I can get into the alpha and see what the game is looking like and see how the game feels before they actually give us more information on it. But this is good news, but this is also kind of like, why would you announce your game if it wasn't in development from the get-go? I feel like companies just do that when they have like a concept written already. They're like, we have a story concept and we have CGI footage. Let's just put out a trailer and then announce the game. I really think that companies shouldn't do that. If they don't have any alpha gameplay, then I don't think you should even be announcing your game to the public yet, because that's just going to get people's hopes up and excitement up for games that they really want to play. Like I said, I was really excited when I saw State of Decay 3 announced at Xbox presentation in 2020. And then it's been 6 years. Like the article said, it's been 6 years since they announced the third game, 8 years since the second game, which the second game is still a very great game, very phenomenal game. It's on Game Pass. I've been playing it on and off since the announcement of State of Decay 3. But hopefully this playable demo that we're going to be getting next month is good. Sad that this game is not going to be coming out this year. This was one of the games that I thought would be coming out this year because they had announced it years ago. But it's looking like this might be a early 2027 or mid 2027 game for next year, if they even have that much of the game developed. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think about State of Decay 3 not even being in development for the past probably couple of years. I don't really know. They didn't say how many years it was in development or wasn't. They just said when the game was shown off in 2020 initially that the game wasn't even in active development. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that maybe the reason why they weren't working on the game was because of COVID. That's my assumption. I don't know. We won't know until they actually give us more information. Hopefully they'll give us more information sometime next month, because that's when the alpha is going to be out for the public to try. Or I don't even think it's gonna be out for the public. It might be out just for like journalists and for developers to put on the dev kits and stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think about State of Decay 3 not even being in active development when the game was shown 6 years ago. If you guys are still excited about State of Decay 3 possibly coming out in the next couple of years, down below. With that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you guys like, rate, comment, and subscribe. The videos are going to be kind of spotty this week because my internet's been acting really funky. But let me know what you guys think about State of Decay 3's development cycle being kind of offshooty. Let me know what you guys think about Level 5 doing a developer direct later on this week on Friday. Let me know what you guys think about the 007 First Light Story Part 3 direct happening tomorrow. Also, if you guys can be checking it out with me tomorrow, if my internet persists. Like I said, link for my Twitch channel will be down below in the description for you guys to check out and hang with me tomorrow. As always, I'm your boy Kyba. I have another video for you sometime in the near future. Make sure you guys believe in the heart of the car. Stay easy, be breezy. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.